Have you ever wondered what people did to stay cool before air conditioners? How will these things affect your characters' lives? Where could your character go any time of day or night that is always cool? Find out on this episode. Welcome to Writing Roll with Allie. I'm Allie, and this is episode number 35 Ways to Stay Cool Without Air Conditioning, Part 1. Let's get into this. There are many things that can be done to stay cool in heat without the air conditioner. Today, we are going to cover 5 of them. Number 1, water or ice water under a tree. I know, that sounds odd, but placing a 5-gallon bucket of cool water or ice water under a tree or other shaded areas will help cool down the area close to it by a few degrees. This might not seem like a lot, but in the summertime, anything helps. A slight breeze will help to move the cooler air around. This is something that my parents did for me when I played outside as a child and is something I have done for my own kids. Number 2, a fan. Okay, this one is well known, but tends to be overlooked. Fans can be electric if your story is written before the air conditioner. One of the things we used to do was place a fan in the window to make a cross breeze. At night, placing the fan in the window would bring the cool air in from outside. Something I used when my kids were young, and we didn't have AC, was a ceiling fan. They come with a switch to draw the air up in the summertime or to push the warm air down in the wintertime since heat rises. Another form is the handheld fan. These were first used, that we know of, in Egypt. The folding fan, however, came from Japan and was first used in Japan, China, and India. They spread and were popular in Europe, and I imagine anywhere else that people learned about them. They are still used by the Amish today. When I was younger, we would make paper fans and use them in church, and I even remember making them in school before we got AC. At least in my area, we didn't have AC in the school. I know many other schools around the U.S. did at the time. Handheld fans, also called personal fans, are a great way to stay cool, but you will need to use your wrist to move them. If your character had an injured wrist or something like that, a handheld fan might not work for them. There are battery-powered fans. They can be rechargeable or not. These are usually used for camping, but don't have to be. Many Amish use them inside closed buggies in the summer. Some also use them on nights when it is unbearably hot. I also remember there being fans that plugged into the car chargers when I was younger. At the time, they were not chargers, but cigarette lighters. Many truckers used them if they were not doing what we called a 260. That stands for 2 windows down and 60 miles per hour. I've done that a lot. Number 3, wetting yourself down. The body's natural cooling system is sweat, so it only makes sense to take advantage of this. Your characters can wipe down their arms, legs, face, neck, or anywhere else that they want to with a wet rag. Adding water to their hair can also be helpful. Many tropical natives and road workers will add water to their shirts. When a breeze comes along, the wetted shirt will help cool them. I had a cousin that used to keep a bowl of water in the refrigerator, just to have extra cold water to dip his shirt into before placing it back on. Wells also have cool water and would be a great place for drawing water for this. Some springs can be extra cold too, and spring-fed streams, when close to the spring, can be very cool compared to other streams. Number 4, root cellar or other consistently cool place. Root cellars are a consistent temperature between 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That makes root cellars a great place to go and cool down. It is also a good place to sleep if it is so hot and sticky your character can't sleep. A cave would also hold this kind of constant temperature. These would be great for historical stories or post-apocalyptic stories. Number 5, cool water, drinks, ice, etc. Staying hydrated is very important to help you stay cool. However, being able to cool down with drinks is helpful too. It cools you from the inside. That said, it will quickly warm once it's inside the body. Well water is consistently cool. If water or a drink is stored in a root cellar, it will be similar to the water stored inside of a refrigerator. Historically, people who lived in the desert stored water in pots or vases under the sand to keep it cool. Ice was also historically shipped to other places starting in 1806. These were used for refrigerators, and some Amish communities still use ice houses today. Popsicles are also every modern adult's favorite pastime to stay cool as a kid. Ice cream is also a favorite. Ingesting things that are cool help cool the body. Plus, who doesn't like sweets? Fun fact! The first electric fan was created by, and I'm going to mispronounce it, Dr. Schuckler Scatz Wheeler in 1886. Now for everyone's favorite part, What could possibly go wrong? Well, let me tell you. Likely to go wrong? Your character breaks the fan. Also likely to go wrong. Your character or your character's child uses a handheld fan so fast or even plays with it, causing it to rip or get holes in it. Possible to go wrong. Your character goes into a cave to cool down and gets lost inside or meets an animal like a bear or a mountain lion. Also possible to go wrong. Your character places water in a bucket under a tree and there is no breeze to help move the cool air around. No breeze could also make it more difficult to cool down with wetted clothing. Unlikely to go wrong. Your character traps themselves in the ice house or root cellar. Or perhaps someone else traps them in. Also unlikely to go wrong. While your character is cooling off in the root cellar or cave, an earthquake causes them to become trapped. Improbable, but still technically their own possibilities. Your character tries to plug a fan in, and the sweat on them acts as a conductor so that they are shocked or even electrocuted when they plug the fan in. Also improbable, but still technically their own possibilities. Your character had ice shipped in from somewhere else. Little did they know that a deadly disease was waiting inside the ice like a time capsule. When the ice melts, the disease is once again let loose on the people of Earth. You can find this episode's show notes and helpful links to learn more on my website, AlleyHart.com. That's ALLEYHART.com. Thanks for listening. Subscribe and follow for more episodes. Connect on my YouTube videos by dropping me a comment. A new episode comes out every Monday. Until then, happy wordsmithing.